Now I have to pre-warn you, the first 3 minutes 50 seconds of this video were in night vision. This is simply because one rather unfortunate thing about the game is that although you have night vision, the sniper scope isn't in night vision, which is a real pain in the ass. So I'm taking snapshots with the night vision and the sniper rifle, but just with the crosshairs. Try my best to get good headshots here, but as you can see, you can just barely see the crosshairs of the sniper rifle. So I'm probably missing every second shot here at best. But I have to say I do like the 7.62 ammunition. It really does take them down when they do get a good hit with it. Now, the idea here was I try and snipe them at range before they get to my perimeter. What's stopping the zombies there is I have a barbed wire perimeter, and I was hoping to snipe them a bit further out before they got to that. But again, not being able to use the sniper scope because it doesn't have night vision means that that makes it a little bit difficult, especially in a dark night like this. This is a very good example of just what happens when you try to use the scope. Now, that was an irradiated zombie, so I was actually able to see him with the scope, but normally just everything would be black, or red in this particular case. I wish they'd make the sniper scope, when you use night vision, be a proper night vision scope. The other thing I've done there, of course, is at this point I didn't realise that you could zoom in with the scope, so I've probably got it at the minimum zoom. See, that's a case in point of what happens when you try to shoot the sniper scope at a distance. Everything's just black. Still getting those headshots, but really my original idea was I'd use the sniper scope at a distance, and then when they came in close to my perimeter, I'd change over to the shotgun. It's not quite easy to see the heads when you've got the night vision on like this. And there's a dog below me somewhere, but there he is. And as usual, they do the zombie wiggle just as you're about to get a headshot, which is frustrating. I mean, a lot of the time I can't even tell which type of zombie they are. I really should be using my flashlight rather than my night vision at this stage. There we go. Now we can see what's happening. This was how it was supposed to work. Once they got to this perimeter, I changed over to the shotgun. I think what I'm going to have to do is build a further barbed wire perimeter a little further out to give me the time to take the long range shots before they get in close and I change over to the shotgun. These irradiated ferals are a real pain. They're constantly regenerating their health, so it takes quite a few shotgun shots to take them out. My shotgun keeps getting better and better. I keep upgrading it, and it's terrific now. I think it's on about, what was it, 500 and something. Was that 519? It's taken me a long while to constantly upgrade the parts to get it to this point, but It really does have a kick to it now. I think the only thing that's holding it back is my shotgun skill itself is not quite high enough. I need to invest in some of the shotgun perks to really make the best of it. You can see there that it took about 5 headshots to take out that feral irradiated. Now we're getting to the point where the gore blocks the dead bodies of the zombies, well, not dead bodies of the zombies because they're already dead, but the corpses of the zombies are now building up, so things like the spider zombies are crawling underneath the bodies, which makes it very hard to hit when they're on the ground. At this point, what I'd usually do is change over to maybe a Molotov cocktail and just hope that I can burn them out. Getting some splash damage there. Not quite sure what they were doing, whether they were fighting each other there or not. It was a bit strange. I'm getting some quite good distance shots with the shotgun now. It's getting up to a good level. There we go. Try a few of the Molotovs. I'm really not quite sure how effective the Molotov is and what kind of damage rate it actually gets. But there's one of the spiders. My railings are really working well against these spiders and stopping them crawling over my wall. Haven't got it all around the perimeter, but I'm finding that this is the area of the perimeter that the Horde Knights are mainly focused on. So I've just built the railings around this area, and that seems to be good enough to stop the spider zombies from getting over. I think on my next base I'll have the railings all the way around. See if I can burn out that spider zombies just behind one of my walls there. Those ferals really take some hits. The good thing about this stage of the game is because I'm making that much ammo, I can afford to expend it like this. Early in the game, you just wouldn't dream of expending so much ammo. Those spider zombies are starting to break down my cobblestone wall there. That's just a basic cobblestone wall, so it's not the strongest wall in the world. I wasn't convinced by the barbed wire fences originally, but they seem to be giving me a chance to headshot some of these zombies. And this is the point I should switch to my sniper rifle to see if I can get that irradiated zombie before he gets close to my perimeter. Got some good shots on him there. Try pipe bomb. Now, the only trouble with the pipe bombs is the damage they actually do to my spike defences. That's why I prefer to use the Molotovs. I don't think they are quite as damaging to my defences. You know, zombies are really concentrating on this corner. I keep trying to pull them across to another area, but they just don't seem interested. Oh, he's really taking some hits. Just won't go down. As you can see, a normal zombie you can headshot with one shotgun shell. The ferals like that will take maybe 3 to 5, depending where you get a good headshot. But these are radiated zombies. I mean, that must have been about a dozen shells I pumped into him. Like you can see, the gore blocks are really starting to build up now. Now this makes it a little bit problematic, as once the legs are broken with the spikes or the barbed wire, they then crawl under the gore blocks and you just can't hit them. So my next base design, I'm really going to have to think about some way of minimising that problem. This seems to be oh, exploding policeman, but lucky he didn't take out any more defence. See if I can get those guys behind my wall with white pipe bombs. There you can see the problem. This seems to be not a bug, but a little niggle that when they're down on the ground and they're crawling amongst your log spikes, the heads are hidden a lot of the time, so trying to get a headshot is really difficult. You can see the problem here. This is why it's always better to try and get them when they're still up on the barbed wire. See that feral there, its head keeps disappearing between the gore blocks and the spikes. Finally got him. That's a better shot. I'm going to have to make that wall a lot stronger. What I'm trying to do with these walls is try and force the zombies to come towards the front of my base. But it's only partially successful. Oh, what was that? You've got to try and keep the shots up on these irradiated policemen before they start spitting the acid at you. And then of course if you let them pause, they'll just blow up. Like that, and that's taken out quite a few blocks of my wall. Quarter to 3, so I'm hoping they're starting to wind down now, I think. Back to use my shotgun. Really starting to hammer into my defences there now. Trying to ease up a little on my 7.62 armour on the shotgun shells. Like I say, some of them you can hear them, but you just can't see them because they're underneath all the other bodies. Now, I know other players, what they tend to do is use that upside down spike exploit to minimise this gore block problem. But I'm not so happy with that kind of... well, it's arguable whether it is an exploit or not, but... I think what I'll do is I'll dig spike pits for my next base. See if we can stop them that way. I'm not exactly sure what kind of damage that the Molotov cocktails do to the irradiated zombies. Especially as they're regenerating all the time. 3:45 now, nearly there. Oh, I should learn to be a bit more patient and slow down and squeeze off my shots more carefully. Oh. Don't know where he came from. He seems to have sneaked in through the back. Still, they haven't breached my main wall as yet, which is a good thing. Well, that's 4 o'clock, so I should at this point just be doing the tidying up, but I've got 2 irradiated policemen there that are going to make things a little bit difficult. Just see if I can mop up these last normal zombies with my bow and arrow to save ammunition. He's inside. He's in my wall. That's the first zombie that's breached the wall of my compound. I'm going to have to watch my health going down here. See if I can get some good headshots on him. Yes. Now if I can just take his friend out. He really doesn't want to go down. And try and kill him before he decides to explode. Oh, too late. Now it really should just be down to mopping up. Oh, silence. Well, that's a mess. Now that is the first time my compound has been breached, and that was mainly down to those irradiated policemen exploding right at my wall. So I really am going to have to see if I can snipe them further out before they get to my perimeter. That may be a case of building an outer barbed wire fence further out. And luckily they just seem to come from this one direction, but that is quite a big hole in my defences now. I may have to think about reinforcing these walls, maybe with concrete, but I'm not wanting to expend too much concrete on this base because I'm trying to build up my newer base, and I'm using most of my concrete from that. Well, let's see what kind of loot I can get from this. Got some really good stuff from that irradiated policeman corpse there. Just check the rear of my compound. But get myself some food, and that's it. It's all that's left now is the clearing up, and repair. Another zombie night over.